Hi, it's Peter here. Let's talk about these three lenses. The Holy Trinity from Olympus, M.Zuiko lenses, a wide angle, a standard lens, and a short telephoto lens. Most likely these three focal lengths are the ones that you only need when doing photography. This works in any genre. Well, there might be a few exceptions like sport and wildlife, but any other genre, these lenses are the ones that you need. Let's start with the 17mm lens. 17mm lens is an all-around lens. It's great for cityscapes, landscapes, and like Olympus website says that it's great for all-around photography. And I agree. A 17mm focal length is quite nice. The angle of view is pretty good for all-around photography because it's not too wide and also it's not too narrow. So this can be used indoors because you can get most of the stuff into the frame, and it's not too wide and not too long, as I said. If you have a too long lens indoors, it might be quite hard to make some images. And always remember, when we talk about genres and lenses, you can use any lens on any genre almost, and this is just the recommendations. And usually the interesting images come when you use a different lens that's normally used in different genres. Let's say like bird photography, if you could use a wide angle lens. And yes, that is a Canon. As you can see, Canons are quite big. Before I talk more about how to shoot with a wide angle lens, let's look at some of the specs of this lens. And the AF is quite fast. It's called MSC AF, which means movie and still compatible. Well, of course, you can shoot movies and stills with a camera, and the AF is compatible with those both. Duh. And then there's another funny thing is that it has very good coating. So photographing against the bright light is okay. It's good quality, no problem with the image quality. For example, photographing against the sun, you can get really good results. But I was wondering, what were they thinking when they named the coating 0? So when you go to a representative and ask, or a salesperson to ask that about the coating, and the representative says, yeah, it has 0 coating, that could be misunderstood also. So what on earth is the thing that they were thinking when they named the lens coating called 0 coating? The field of view of the 17mm F1.8 is 65 degrees and the closest focusing distance is 25 centimeters. So you can get some close-up photographs, but it's not a macro lens, not at all. It's a good close-up lens. And what I like about these Holy Trinity lenses is that they're quite fast. So you might have a fairly slow zoom lens, let's say like the 12 to 45 f4, which is considered to be a bit slow. The reason why is that it is so that I can make it a little bit smaller. But I recommend having one of these three lenses as a second lens on your trips for those nighttime moments. Because having a fast lens is sometimes really good. It doesn't mean that you have to always photograph with f1.8. Of course, you can stop down. Usually when you stop down, the image quality gets a bit better, but you have the option of a fast lens if you need that, and you need to stop that or freeze that motion during your nighttime shoots. So that's why a fast aperture lens is nice to have in your kit. Which one of these, maybe this video helps you to decide. But let's continue. What I like about this 17mm is that it has an MF clutch, so it's really easy to switch to manual focus, which I use quite a bit. And then a few tips about shooting with the wide angle lens. Try to have something in the foreground. You know, the sky looks quite nice in the back, and I have these rocks that are partly frozen because it's below 0 right now. The water isn't frozen because it's moving so much and it's not that cold. But let's try to make an image of this and have something in the foreground. Yeah, it looks a lot better and actually quite nice with this. Let's shoot full open. Whoops! Now I got wet with my feet. And here we go. And also, if you are photographing a group of people, for example, with a wide angle, try not to have people all the way to the edge of the image, because there might be some distortion and the head might look a bit skewed. So shooting with a wide angle is not actually that easy. Like I've said many times, and I'm not a wide angle shooter. I'm mostly using a bit longer lens. which takes us to the 25mm f1.8 lens. But before we talk a bit about this lens, a question for you. What is your favorite wide-angle focal length, and how comfortable are you with shooting with wide-angle lens? How much do you use it? Please tell us in the comments down below. And a standard lens is something that every photographer should have in their toolkit, because it's a lens that gives you a very natural perspective, and the field of view is quite close to a human eye. And that makes this lens, in my opinion, one of the best focal lengths there is. And of course, standard lens is a bit different, depends on your sensor size or your film size. But on Micro Four Thirds, it's roughly 25. Now that there is the new 20mm f1.4 lens, which is actually even closer to human eye and actually the real standard lens, it's interesting to see how popular that lens will be. Because if I only had one lens, if I had, nothing else but one lens, it would probably be a roughly 20-25mm lens. And it used to be the kit lens way back in the days. When I bought my first SLR, it came with a 50mm lens. Of course, it was 35mm film camera, and it came with a 50mm lens, and that's what I used for many years until I had some money to buy several lenses. So that's probably why I really like the 25mm focal length on my Micro Four Thirds body. I have to say that this is the weakest lens of these three Holy Trinity lenses, the 17, 25 and the 45 f1.8 lenses. The image quality is totally fine, and there's nothing really hugely wrong with it. The small problem is that, of course, it doesn't have MF clutch, and then also the focusing ring is quite loose. It just turns around and you don't really have a feeling of making the focus. It's hard to explain, but that's why I don't really like to use this lens, even though I have used it quite a bit and it has a perfect focal length for me. I do have the Pro version, which I use a bit more, the f1.2 lens. Of course, it's not the same lens as for a Pro version, but it's a different lens with weather sealing and everything. But it is a lot better than this one. And the closest focusing distance is 25 centimeters. It's exactly the same as the 17mm has. And here you have the images side by side, both taken with the closest focusing distance of the same subject. Here is the difference. And before we get into the 45mm lens, a question again. How much do you use a standard lens, and how important that lens is for you? And then let's talk about the 45mm f1.8 lens. A 45mm focal length is perfect for portraits. And of course, this lens is meant for that, but it's also very good for product shots. And I know a lot of bloggers, at least here in Finland, they have the 45mm, and many of them use pen cameras, and they do their product shots with this lens because it's really maybe one of the best quality money ratio that you can get on any M.Zuiko lens. I think the 45mm is the one. It's not very expensive, but the image quality is stunning, and I've used the 45mm f1.8 lens for my work. I made some portraits for clients with this lens. It's remarkable. If you're walking around in a city, just have a small lens with you and take those portraits, environmental portraits around the city or wherever you are, and it's really perfect for that. Could this 45mm lens be your only lens for travels? Most likely not, because it's quite narrow field of view, and the problem with that is that you might not get those shots that you want with only this one, because it's not wide enough. You might go indoors, you might go to see some sights, but then you just cannot do with this lens. So, but could this be your second lens? If you have, like I said earlier, it's getting a bit cold here. That's why I'm kind of oh gosh, whatever. Where was I? Yes, about the field of view of the 45mm. It might be too narrow for those shots, indoor shots. So it might not be the perfect one, but for details up in the ceiling of a big church, for example, it could work perfectly. You might have that 12-45, 12-40, or even the kit lens with you, and then you have this a bit faster lens from the Holy Trinity set. All of them, all just one. And this 45 could be your only one accompanying the zoom. But of course it depends on your shooting style. I would not choose this one. I would most likely take the 25mm, like I said. And some of you might take the 17mm. What is your opinion? Which one would it be for you? Could you have the 45 as the only second lens on your trips or your all-around photography? And what about, is the 45mm focal length good for street photography? For me, it's too long, but it could work for some. If you want to take those candid shots of people, or you want to observe from a bit of a distance things, that's one genre in street photography, I think. I don't do that quite that much, but it could be something that I do. And there's one advantage. You can get a bit of separation from the background. The standard and the 17mm might have a bit too much depth of field for you. But in general, I think shallow depth of field is kind of overrated. And like there was someone commenting on that when I made this silly video about 7 bad things about, or 7 bad tips about photography. Said that, can you find any classic photograph or famous photograph that has a really shallow depth of field? And I was thinking about that, and I cannot. So it's not a big thing. The main thing about having a fast lens is those low light moments, like I said a couple of times already on this video. So I think that's the point, to have a longer, or not longer, but a faster lens in your toolkit. But let's get back to the street photography. You could do, and if your style is something that's not considered to be classical, and nothing wrong with this, with non-classical street photography style. I think it's something that there should be more different types of approaches to different genres. And a field of view of this 45mm f1.8 lens is 27 degrees. And here you can see side by side all the images with these 3 different lenses taken from the same spot. And the closest focusing distance is 50 centimeters. How often do you use a short telephoto lens? Is it the 45, or how about the 75? Have you tried that? And here are some more videos for you to watch. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.